Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here for a very exciting announcement. Joining me on stage here today is Downtown Lincoln Association President and CEO Todd Ogden, Lincoln City Council Member Brody Weber, founder and CEO of Night Fox, and music producer with the Grid Studio, Philip Zock, and founder of IC Melody, Zach Watkins. We also are happy to have Councilwoman Sandra Washington with us today as well. Councilwoman Washington, there you are. Thank you for being here. Recognizing the potential for Lincoln's live local music scene to amplify the economic and cultural vitality of our community, my administration has made the development of a downtown music district a priority pillar. And to achieve our vision for this vibrant district, the City of Lincoln has partnered with local musicians, venues, businesses, and community members to build on the strengths of our live music scene in ways that also help grow our local economy, that attract and retain workforce talent, and create an even more dynamic downtown. This afternoon, we're here to share an innovative result of this amazing collaboration and our newest addition to the Music District. I am thrilled to announce the official grand opening of Lincoln's newest public asset, the Music Box. The Music Box is a multi-use band rehearsal and recording space ideal for musicians and artists of all levels to hone their craft and to cultivate careers in the music industry. In addition to serving as a nurturing hub for local musicians, the Music Box will also provide a dynamic space that benefits the wider community. Other music venues in the district may wish to use this as a rehearsal and prep staging area for performances in their venues. College and high school students may want to come here for experiential learning opportunities in immersive video or audio production and stage lighting. Music festivals may want to host a workshop or even a performance here. There is so much possibility and promise inside the Music Box. The Music Box offers cascading benefits for economic development by generating support for our local businesses, by cultivating performers who attract visitors to Lincoln, and strengthening the vibrancy of our downtown. And recognizing all of these benefits, my administration offered this city-owned space for the Music Box's build-out. And going forward, we will be developing adjacent street improvements that create visible, vibrant connections between this place and the rest of the music district. I am so grateful to the many community leaders, stakeholders, and creative artists who have contributed to the Music District effort, starting from the earliest moments with our Music District Advisory Committee, our Lincoln State Senators, the Nebraska Department of Economic Development, the ALLO group, my colleagues at Urban Development and Planning Department and Lincoln Transportation and Utilities, Jennifer Williams, more recently the Amplify Lincoln group, and last but not least, our amazing partners at the Downtown Lincoln Association, who have been vital to the creation of this incredible space. DLA will manage the day-to-day operations of this new venue, and I cannot thank the DLA enough for their leadership. At this point, I'd like to ask the fearless leader of DLA, Todd Ogden, to come forward and share more about how we got here and what we can look forward to at the Music Box. Todd.
All right, thank you, Mayor. And yes, my name is Todd Ogden. I'm president of the Downtown Lincoln Association. And I'm honored to be here today and be at the launch of something that's truly special, not just for our downtown, but for Lincoln's entire cultural future. The Music Box started with a simple but powerful belief that music has always been a part of Lincoln's identity and that we should invest in the people who make it. Today, this space becomes home for those creators, a place to rehearse, to record, to collaborate, to teach, and to inspire. My job today is to talk about how we got there and also to give thanks. And really, to make it quick, I'll do kind of both at the same time right here. So first of all, I want to thank the Beamers, the Waters, the Regans, the Graves, the Hoyers, the Hatfields, and all the several music and venue leaders that we've had to help create and maintain our downtown music community for the last 60 years here on this street. I want to thank our downtown Lincoln community, city planning, urban development department, and as well as our board leaders who helped define this area as a music district in our 2018 downtown Lincoln master plan. I want to thank our music community leaders and musicians who answered our surveys, who met with us at a Leadership Lincoln retreat to really focus on, say, hey, we have this space. The city's given us the opportunity to have a space like this. What do you want it to look like? And you all helped shape this at that day. This space had a community appointed by the mayor, and thank you to that group who provided direction and support for key initiatives for this space and all of downtown. I want to thank the city of Lincoln and our senators and Congressman Mike Flood for supporting us when we applied for an ARPA grant application. And I want to thank the state of Nebraska and its Department of Economic Development, their staff at the time, Trey and Abra, for awarding us our $2.25 million ARPA grants. And especially want to thank Javier, who's here today, Diamond, Asher, and Nicole with DED for administering our grants. With that, I want to also thank our DLA staff. They have worked tirelessly to do this, especially Renee Jackson Hoekstra. Thank you for putting up with me, and thank you for doing the real work. It's been certainly a labor of love, and I think the fruits have really proven to really be worthwhile. And once we had the idea and the funding, it became time to build this thing. And I'm proud to say that this was ideated, designed, and constructed hyper-locally with downtown architects, contractors, and business people to help create this. So starting with our architects at HDR, I want to thank HDR. Their team works right across the street at Union Bank Place. Their group, Taya, Lizzie, Michelle, Pega, Kent, Sophia, and Cole, I guess. They worked with us quite a bit to really see this vision, and it really turned this project for them into a passion real quickly, and we were able to notice results with that. So really appreciate HDR working with us, and the space is all the better for it. Our contractor, Concord and Blue Rock, they're just down the street as well. So it's really cool. Again, designed downtown, built by downtown, and really want to thank them. And they put up with a lot from us. I want to personally thank Dana Schmidt and Rick over here, and they kind of led the team there, as well as our specialists. We had a lot of specialists work on this project as we went there. Action Plumbing, H&H Drywall, Action and FK Electric, Jeff O'Gorman, Overhead Door, Kaiser Painting, shout out to Tom, painted this space, amazing. Big C Construction, Titanium Fire Sprinkler, Midwest Alarm, Cody Heinke, who's right there behind the stage over there. Thank you, Cody. Steve Watts, Adam Lenhoff, Mark Wahlberg, not that Mark Wahlberg, but Mark Wahlberg, Summit Fire Safety, Catalina Ironworks, Clean by V, and then M&R and Fencing and TMCO, who helped develop our state-of-the-art gate right at the alley over there. And then after the gate, I really want to thank Allo Fiber. They are our first official in-kind sponsor that is providing the blazing Wi-Fi speed you see in this space today. So thank you, Allo Fiber, for being the first in-kind sponsor and providing that for us so we can focus our funding on other places. I want to thank Tracy, Sandy, Jennifer, Jason with the Chamber and the Community Foundation and our Amplify Lincoln group for being our funding leaders and community leaders, and also for your advice in helping bring future partners to this space as we look for that. You're going to hear from Philip and Zach shortly, but I want to thank them, these two right here, for really pushing this place to be something that it could have never have been without those two. You'll hear they've been ingrained in the community for a long, long time in two very different ways. And if it were up to me, we would have just thrown a little stage in the back and had the bathrooms back here and called it a day. That wasn't going to be good enough for this community, and they made it a place that we can all be proud of. So thank you for that. Finally, most importantly, and not just because she's sitting right next to me, staring straight at me, I want to thank Mayor Leirion. not only for donating the space, but having the vision to realize that this music box just isn't just a building. It's Lincoln's amplifier. It's where we turn up the volume on local talent and grow the next generation of musicians right here in the heart of downtown Lincoln. So thank you.
Well, thank you so much. Like you emphasized, local voices have written the lyrics for this place, and we are so proud at the city to be a part of the chorus singing along. And with that, I want to just acknowledge that for our aspiring local artists and musicians who want to take those first steps out of the basement and onto this stage, this place is for you. It's also for those who want to learn how to engineer and record and produce music so that they can build the skills they need to pursue a career in the music industry. And the Music Box has a team of professionals who can assist with both of those endeavors, and that team includes Philip Zock. Philip is the founder and CEO of Night Fox and a music producer with the Grid Studio. His visionary leadership made this place possible. I'm so proud to be on stage with him and to lift up his vision and his efforts, and want to welcome him to provide some comments on what he sees for the future of the Music Box. Philip?
I'm a record producer. I have a studio just a couple blocks away. And I believe very strongly in the power of a song. I know that a song can change somebody's life. A song can save somebody's life. We've gotten emails from people that heard our song on the radio just the right time, and they say that song saved my life. I know that song could change my life as an artist. It could change the lives of people listening. And so what can we do as a city to provide a space for people, for artists to experience that reality? I think it's absolutely amazing that the city has come alongside artists and created a space that is welcoming and that is filled with all the tools that you need to really survive as a musician. And so, does a kid born in Nashville have more ability than a kid born in Lincoln to be a musician? That's a real question. What do you guys think? No. Thank you. No. A kid born in Lincoln, Nebraska just doesn't have access to the tools and the expertise to make it on a national level. But now, starting with this place, with the recording studio that's back here, Todd's going to push open this big door. Let's give it up for Todd, by the way. Now with access to world-class equipment, world-class sound and lighting, there's a girl in Lincoln, Nebraska, some high school student who's writing songs quietly in her bedroom. She has no idea that her songs could be heard by millions. This studio could be the place that she finds her voice. There's an indie band somewhere in a garage in Lincoln that's going to put their instruments away because they're going to go get a real job. Unless they find their path to touring regionally, to touring internationally on this stage. And those are the stories that I can't wait to hear. 10 years from now, we are going to seed this city with really incredible musicians, and it's going to start right here at the Music Box. And I'm really grateful to be part of it. So, here we go.
Thank you so much, Philip, for bringing such an inspired vision to this place, recognizing all that it can do for people all throughout our community. Like Philip, Zach Watkins brings music industry experience and credentials to the Music Box. Zach is the founder of IC Music, a music production and creative advancement program mentoring youth and young adults in the fundamentals of music. He's part of the team helping lead the education that will get underway here soon at the Music Box. And Zach, we would so love to hear from you today and thank you for all that you're contributing to making this place a gem.
First off, just thank you so much for being a part of this team. It's been a wonderful honor. I couldn't imagine being, part of somebody, a group of people so strong, so passionate about not only downtown Lincoln, but the growth of this space alone. Like the mayor said, I run a youth and art organization that basically educates the youth in music production. And as you can see, seeing is believing. That's one of the biggest things I stand for, I stand on, is as you can see yourself in something, if you can reflect yourself, and that's where the passion comes from. And we're in a space right now that's kind of showing, that's honoring that. I grew up 20 blocks down the street, and I pride myself of that. I am a Lincolnite. I love Lincoln to death. I used to walk downtown with my brothers and stuff downtown to hang out and just ooh and ah over the buildings. My dad was an architect, so I would stare at all the buildings and all the art and look through the windows and checking all the bands and stuff playing. And one day my dad drove me past Zoo Bar, and he said, honestly, if you can play in this place, then you made it somewhere. And I took that to heart. I really took that to heart. Ever since then, I grew and grew and grew my bands and my music and through just trying to play into the Zoo Bar. Luckily, it took me all over the nation. I traveled in 2 bands that took me all over the nation, playing in a whole bunch of different stages I never thought somebody from Lincoln, Nebraska would be able to play. And I pride myself with that. I pride myself every time that we got on stage that I wore Lincoln on my shoulders, and everybody would say, where are these guys from? And they didn't believe there's no way they could be from Lincoln. There's no way they could play from Lincoln. And that's what makes me so honored and so proud to be a part of this team and a part of this space right here. I was that band that used to practice down in the basements and didn't have no other place to rehearse, no other place to play. Connecting with Philip years ago, and who kind of showed me the ways you can take it to this studio level. I also work down at the Grid with in a studio down at the Grid as well. But that's the journey that I'm really excited to help grow for other people as well, especially the youth. I'm very, very passionate about the youth. I'm very passionate about the education of the youth, and with the academy programs and the artist development things we got going on here, this is going to be a great space to continue to elevate and incubate the music scene. So thank you very much. Thank you.
Are we in good hands in the music box or what? Thank you, guys. Our partners on the Lincoln City Council make sure that the city can continue to grow the quality of life and deliver excellent services. We cannot do this work without them, and I am so pleased to introduce Brody Weber, who represents this district on the Lincoln City Council. Brody?
Thank you. It seems fitting to be on a stage like this, to have tough acts to follow. Really appreciate the perspective that you both shared. And I wanted to just, again, thank you, Mayor, for all of your support in making today a possibility. What an exciting day, not just for our local music scene or our downtown neighborhood, but for every single person who calls Lincoln home. As the City Council's youngest member, which I know is shocking, and as the representative for downtown Lincoln, I'm especially thrilled to be a part of this unveiling today for the Music Box, a new space that is ready to amplify one of Lincoln's most powerful assets, our music scene. We often talk about capital, from financial capital to social capital. I even every now and then hear about political capital. Apparently that's important to have. But today we're making a bold and intentional investment in our music capital. Lincoln isn't just a musical city, it's a musical capital. And we're rich with our musical capital, with our talented local artists, our beloved venues, our iconic concerts, and our supportive audiences, all parts of what makes our community so vibrant. This community doesn't just consume music. It supports it, it cultivates it, and it lives it. The Music Box is more than just a venue. It's a launch pad for creativity and economic growth. This dynamic public venue will not only support the development of local artists, but it will also boost our downtown economy, create more reasons for people to gather with one another, and help attract and retain the next generation of talent. I want to thank you again, Mayor Todd Ogden, and all of our partners with the Downtown Lincoln Association and everyone else who made today a reality and brought the music box from just a concept into a stage. Your work has added something truly special to both our landscape and our soundtrack. And as a diehard Post Malone fan, I just have to say, congratulations.
Thank you so much, Councilman Weber. And yes, today's big announcement helps keeping our city move forward to a fantastic beat. The music box, through this music box, the city and our tremendous partners, this true civic collaboration, we're all working together to advance the goal of making Lincoln the quality of life capital of the country. And with that, we would be happy to take any questions from the media who've been kind enough to be here today to celebrate with us. Any questions? Oh, wow. Mic drop, everyone. Nice job. Okay. Well, thank you.